The Black Death, Plague, and the Medieval World. Imagine a disease so deadly it claimed tens of millions of lives, casting a shadow across an entire continent. The Black Death, one of history's deadliest pandemics, ravaged 14th century Europe, leaving a legacy of tragedy and transformation. Join us as we explore this cataclysmic chapter in history. The Black Death, caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, likely originated in Central Asia. From there, it spread along thriving trade networks, hitching a ride on merchant caravans and ships. Rats and fleas, silent carriers of the disease, brought the pandemic to Europe, where it found fertile ground in overcrowded cities. The first recorded outbreak in Europe began in 1347 as trading ships docked in Sicilian ports. Within months, the sickness spread across Europe, leaving death and despair in its wake. No one, peasants, nobles, or clergy, was spared. The plague struck indiscriminately, dismantling the rigid societal norms of the medieval world. As the Black Death spread, its symptoms horrified communities. Victims suffered fever, chills, vomiting, and grotesque black buboes swelling under the skin, hence the disease's grim name. Death often came swiftly, within days of infection, leaving families and entire communities decimated before they could act. The disease's rapid spread was fueled by trade networks and cramped urban living conditions. Once a town or city was infected, it often became a ghost town within weeks. Panicked citizens turned on one another, blaming outsiders, religious minorities, or even divine punishment for their suffering. The Black Death didn't just kill, it uprooted the social fabric of medieval Europe. Fields lay fallow as farmers died or fled, sparking food shortages. The labor shortage gave surviving peasants more bargaining power, paving the way for economic and social shifts that would weaken feudalism. Religious faith was both shaken and strengthened. Many turned to the church for answers, while others questioned its authority when prayers failed to stop the plague. Across Europe, responses ranged from flagellant processions to mass violence against scapegoated communities, revealing the psychological toll of fear and despair. Amid the devastation, the survivors of the Black Death began to rebuild a shattered world. Innovations emerged in medicine and public health as people sought to better understand and combat future outbreaks. Cities improved sanitation, while quarantine measures became standard practice to curb the spread of diseases. Economically, the labor shortages spurred a proto-renaissance of sorts. Wages for workers improved, and social mobility became more attainable in the years after the plague. The resilience of those who lived through this cataclysm left an indelible mark on Europe's cultural and historical timeline. The Black Death was more than a tragedy, it was a turning point in history. It reshaped Europe's economy, society, and even its worldview, setting the stage for future developments like the Renaissance. This tale of human endurance and adaptation reminds us of history's capacity to both devastate and inspire. The Black Death story is a reminder of our shared vulnerability and strength in challenging times. If you found this journey into history insightful, subscribe for more deep dives into moments that shaped our world. Share this video to keep the lessons of the past alive for future generations. Together, let's uncover the stories that define us.